Hi Zoe, how are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for
Good.
coming into this interview. I'm just going to ask you some basic questions and just answer as honestly as you can, and we'll just find out a little bit about you today.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, so can you describe to me the work environment in which you will most effectively be able to contribute to this practice?
Yep. So, the work environment that I am most productive in is an environment where everyone is equal, no matter what kind of role that they're sort of allocated. So, I don't know if it really specifically applies to a practice, but I definitely reckon everyone's opinions should definitely be heard, no matter what they are, and discussed, and just where everyone is kind of equally treated and regarded.
Yeah, that's an excellent answer. Okay, so tell me about a time when you had to overcome a major obstacle that stood in the way of you accomplishing a goal or commitment, and how did you approach this situation?
Yeah, so at the beginning of my final year of schooling, so year 12, I actually broke my hand, and it was my writing hand. So it was not exactly the best year to break your writing hand. And basically, once I had like initially kind of gotten over the break was healed, I had to get over using my hand. So I definitely had to conjure up some strength in sort of the rehab, and the sort of process of healing with the antibiotics and stuff also affected me in a way that my health was really low. So I obviously had to really overcome some of the things and challenges that I had encountered. And yeah, it definitely made me come out a much stronger person. And coming over that adversity has just made me really take my own health into my own hands. Not no pun
Yeah.
intended, but yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. What are the three top values that you practice personally?
So definitely commitment, being committed to both the clinic and the patients that I would have. So commitment to the way that the clinic is shown, the way that I sort of exhibit its values, and commitment to getting my clients back to a level of health where they can be at their optimum. Also being passionate, so I'm very passionate about health and helping other people, and just that passion also kind of leads to my third attribute, which is inspiration. I love to inspire people to be a better version of themselves, and I think that empowerment is the key to sort of getting people back to a really high level of health.
Yeah, that sounds good as well. So can you explain to me what you believe is an ideal therapeutic relationship?
Yep. So I believe that the ideal therapeutic relationship is to treat your client as another adult, not to use the power that you have as a practitioner over them.
Yep.
As I said before, you should definitely empower the individual by giving them the responsibility that their health is in their control, and we are kind of just like sort of guides to help them get back to a level of health that is really good. So, yeah, I definitely don't believe in talking down to them or telling them what to do, because that way the responsibility is not on them and they will kind of just forget about it once the treatment is over.
Yeah, that is very true. Yep.
Yep.
So we've got time for one more question today.
Yep.
So what do you find is the most effective way to interact with a client?
So, sort of, as I said before, adult to adult communication, but also just being really open and allowing them to be as equally as open to you, and just gently guiding the conversation, not sort of talking over them and not controlling um, what they have to say, just listening to what they have to say and really just taking note of all the underlying factors that they may be sort of telling you without realizing it. It's
Yep.
also really important to me to just realize that every client is different. Some clients are going to be really honest and open, and some clients aren't going to be able to have that trust straight away. So just treating every client as an individual and not taking the same approach for every single person.
Again, another excellent answer. I really feel like you've answered everything truthfully today, and yeah, very honest about everything. So thank you so much for coming in for an interview today, and we'll let you know over the next few days whether you have the job or not.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.